Welcome to the Bali Dye Garden, which is a part of the Threads of Life organization. And in this garden we have about 220 varieties of plants that are used in the process of natural dyes, not only as a dye, but also as enzymes or tannins. We also have a fiber section, we have a red section, we have an indigo section for blue color, and we have a yellow section and a bit of a green section. This is one of the indigo plants growing in the garden, which we primarily use in our event work with natural dyes. This is Strobilanthus curcia, and it's a strong indigo color, and you can see grows well in a cooler climate, understory of larger trees. This is an indigo Fara Tinctoria, or an indigofera, and the leaves of this also produce a really lovely dye. It's grown mostly in the very arid areas, a good dry plant for sandy, ungood soil. Morinda citrifolia tree, and it's the bark of the roots of this tree that are dug in a sustainable manner, and they produce the red dye that is used for most of the communities that Threads of Life works with. The fruit is also very medicinal. This is our brown section of the garden, which are mostly tannins that are used in the process of making natural dyes. So we have, this is a kusambi from Timor. The flower of this particular plant ends up making a very beautiful deep brown, and when it's combined with muds, it turns into a very beautiful black. This is called Woodfordia fruticipes. More brown dye plants, the Landia grandis, the Terminala catapa, which is also called Indian almond. Guava, the outside skin of guava is a good tannin source. Auretia ketachu is another very common plant growing out in particularly the eastern islands. The fruit is ritually very important for all the communities, used in exchange in betel nut. It also can produce a tannin color. This is our fiber section of the garden. So these are plants that are used in making fiber. The banana here is a musa, which is one of the banana species, and this has little seeds in it. But the trunk of it contains a really beautiful fiber that in Japan is used for making kimonos and was used long ago here too in making cloth. This is Kakuligo, and these leaves are stripped into small fibers and then tied together and made into thread and can be woven. South part of Kalimantan still uses these for their textiles. The yellow dye plant section, and predominantly we use in the weaving process and the dyeing process so jackfruit and mango are combined with the heartwood of jackfruit and the bark of mango to make a yellow color that is actually will hold, as opposed to using turmeric, which is fugitive. This is a plant that takes very long to mature. The heartwood is what is used, and it's probably about 50 or 60 years old before the heartwood is good enough to be used in the dyeing process. We're working on this being sustainably cultivated and harvested in areas in Timor.